Believe it or not, this circular plot in Glasnevin Cemetery is the final resting place of over 11,000 people, victims of one of the most deadly diseases in history, cholera, which spread like wildfire throughout the world due to poor sanitation and the lack of clean drinking water in overpopulated urban areas, including Dublin. When it struck, thousands died. Cholera began in Asia and spread quickly across the world, arriving here in Ireland in 1832, coincidentally the year Glasnevin Cemetery first opened. It was first detected here in Dublin in the Summerhill area in July 1832. By the end of that month, over 5,000 people had been afflicted with cholera. Before the end of the following year, 1833, of the 20,000 cases of cholera in Dublin, 50% were fatal. Among the victims of that original outbreak of cholera in Dublin in July 1832 was a young woman by the name of Anne Carr, who's laid to rest beneath this headstone behind me. The headstone states that on the 16th day of July 1832, Anne was in perfect health at the setting of the sun, but before the morning light appeared, she had fallen victim to the raging malady afflicting her homeland. That raging malady, of course, was cholera. And to give you an example as to the amount of fear and doom spreading across Dublin as that fatal disease spread through the water supply, if you have a look around the back of Anne's headstone, the fact that her family commissioned this carving and the poem written above it as well, that in all your mirth remember death, 'tis certain all must die. Here Anne doth be dissolved to dust, and so must you and I. With little knowledge of microorganisms given the science of the time, there was a lot of speculation as to what actually caused cholera to spread. The prevailing theory at the time was that cholera was spread through a fog known as miasma. Various attempts were made to dispel this miasma, all of which of course were unsuccessful. In Newry in County Down in the 1840s, volleys of cannon fire were shot into the sky in an effort to dispel the clouds. Unsurprisingly, this had no effect. Cholera struck Ireland again and again, and in 1849 over 11,000 people were laid to rest in Glasnevin who had succumbed to the disease. They were buried in the circular plot behind me. Many years later in 1891, when Charles Stewart Parnell, the uncrowned King of Ireland and the political leader of this country, just before he died, he made a dying wish to be buried among the common men and women of Ireland, and so this ground was chosen as his final resting place. The final resting place of Ireland's uncrowned king and the people he would have advocated for throughout his career.